Alright guys, how you doing? Today I'm going to show you how to throw a four-seam fastball. Alright, for this pitch, the grip is pretty simple. As you see, it's a four-seam fastball, so you're using all four seams. Your index finger, your middle finger are on the ball, and it looks like this. Alright guys, from the mound, this is what the leg kick looks like. The leg kick is the most important part of pitching because all of your power comes from the ground up. So when you start off pitching from the windup, your feet are facing home plate and your back foot turns parallel to the mound, and then your leg, a lot of people's leg kicks are different, but I like to make sure my leg gets at least up to waist level. Alright guys, the next part is that you need to make sure that you bring your arm the whole way back. So we go into our leg kick like I showed before, right here. Make sure your arm goes the whole way back and you're not short arming the ball. This will make sure that you have optimal power and that you don't hurt yourself when you're pitching. Alright guys, the last part about the mechanics, it's important that when you're driving off your back foot, that your heel goes up in the air. It's hard to show just like showing that one motion, but you guys will see that when I show you the whole pitching motion in one, and I'll show you guys that now. And here is what it looks like all together.
Go.
Alright, I put this one in slow motion so that you guys can see my back heel go straight up in the air right about when I release the ball right there, and that is what it looks like to have a proper push off the back foot. Alright, the next pitch we'll be showing you is a very similar pitch. It's a two-seam fastball, and as you look at the grip, this is the two-seam, as you can see. Index finger on the seam, middle finger on the seam. This is what the four seam looks like. This is what we just threw. This is the two seam. You want to make sure you stay on top of it and you'll get some good movement. Here's a slow motion. You're going to see my hand stay on top of the ball, which is what you want to do on a two-seamer. So you're going to see that right about here, and that's how you get good movement on a two-seamer. All right, guys, the third and final pitch that I'll be showing you how to throw today is a changeup, and I grip it. This is kind of a unique grip that I learned over time. It's with your middle finger is in between the seams, and your index finger and your ring finger are off to the sides. And it looks just like this, and this is a pitch that's gonna look the same as a fastball but be a little bit slower, so it'll keep the hitters off balance and get some ground balls, maybe some strikeouts. As you guys can see in this slow motion of the changeup, you're going to see in a second here that there is natural pronation in my arm. This is what causes the good movement, and this is something that should be natural and not forced, and it's natural pronation. Alright guys, those are the three main pitches. If you're a young pitcher, throwing these will not injure your arm, or there's low risk. If you use these three pitches effectively, you'll get outs. And hey, I hope everyone has a great day, and I hope everyone learned something about pitching.